Hey guys, before we get to the episode today, let me tell you about Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. First of all, I like Anchor because it's free. The Joshi Pod is a passion project of mine, and free is a good word when you're working on a passion project. It's also really helpful because there's a creation tool that allows you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. I had zero experience podcasting before I started this podcast, so Anchor's very easy to use tools were very helpful for that. Also, Anchor will help you distribute your podcast. You can go be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you get podcasts from pretty much. And you can also make some money on your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Either go to anchor.fm to get started or download the Anchor app, guys. Start your passion project. Get going. Do what I did. Go to Anchor. Start your own podcast. Let me be a guest.
I love beer. I want beer from your country. Please bring beer.
Ohayou gozaimasu, konnichiwa, konbanwa, for whenever you're listening to the Joshi Pod, your weekly podcast about the world of Japanese women's wrestling. Joshi Wrestling! I'm your host, Eric Howard, coming to you from beautiful San Diego, California. And I've been doing a lot of talking about Joshi in this past couple of weeks. I was a guest on the Joshi Roundtable on the No Particular Angle podcast. JPQ, the host of the podcast, also invited JD from the Red Leaf Retrocast, and we talked Stardom, Ice Ribbon, Gatoh Move, and more. We discussed what we think companies are doing well during the lockdown, and maybe what will happen after the lockdown is lifted. I also give a pretty hot take on Stardom that the other two guys don't really agree with. We also talk about the potential problems that some of the smaller promotions may have during these crazy times and questioning the survival of some of them. I mean, we hope they all survive, but, you know, it's a crazy, crazy times right now. Please go have a listen. You can find No Particular Angle wherever you find podcasts. I'll also put a link for the podcast and the Red Leaf Retrocast on the show notes. I also recently appeared on Red Leaf talking about the Ice Ribbon Dojo show, so please check those out. I do want to thank you all for listening to last week's episode, which was part 2 of our conversation with Chris Wolf. I think she's amazing and very, very brave. I think the world of Chris, and I'm wishing her nothing but the best and all the happiness in the world. If you haven't had a chance to listen to it, I would encourage you guys to go back and listen to it. Hey guys, I've continued to work on getting more and more interviews. Next week, we're going to have Yuki Kamafuku from Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. Like the interview we did with Maki Ito recently, Kamiyu does the interview in English. I had a whole lot of fun talking to her. Her English is so good. She had lived in the United States for a while, so she had a perfect opportunity to learn English. Also in the coming weeks, we have on Shamu, who's a gravure model and a wrestler, along with Tokiko and Emi Sakura from Gatoh Move. We're going to have some more surprises, guys. Please subscribe. You're not going to want to miss these interviews we have coming up here. But most important, guys, is this week's guest, which is Mitsuru Konno from Gatoh Move. I recorded this about a month ago when I was in Tokyo. We recorded in the back office at Ichigaya Chocolate Square. Akki was there, of course, to translate for us. I appreciate him as always. We start talking about wrestling, and it breaks down into the Asahi Appreciation podcast. You can't talk to Mitsuru without turning into beer talk. I think you guys are going to enjoy that. But before we get to that interview, I'm going to take a quick look at the current wrestling you can see for free on YouTube. We talked about streaming services on here before, but this week we're going to look at the free service from YouTube that you can catch a whole lot of free Joshi wrestling right now. And that segment is going to be brought to you by who else but Quiet White Designs. If you need a logo, a t-shirt, a podcast artwork, anything else, please reach out to Nolan and the team at Quiet White Designs. Search for them on Facebook at QUIETWYATT, one word, Designs. You can also find them on Twitter at QWD_official. They also have a website, QWDofficial.com. Please support Quiet White Designs if you can. They got some pretty cool t-shirts up there. And let's get to that YouTube review. So guys, Gatoh Move slash Choco Pro has moved away from the paywall and pivot share, and they've moved to putting their content on YouTube. They're doing the live Choco Pro shows on YouTube. There was a terrific last person standing match between Minoru Fujita and Yuna Mizumori that I think you guys should go out of your way to see. That was the Choco Pro 11 show. Akki provides English commentary on those shows when he's not wrestling on them. They've also put a bunch of watch-alongs on YouTube as well, where Emi, Sakura, Mei Suruga, and Akki watch all sorts of things. They have a WrestleMania one. They watch some of the Choco Pro shows as well after the fact and do commentary over them. They're taking questions from the live audience as well from on the chat part of it. Their reactions are pretty funny. Gatoh Move's also started a Patreon service that has several different tiers, including one where you can sponsor a show and have your logo on the world-famous Choco Pro banner. I think it's wonderful they've moved away from the paywall and doing this. There are ways to contribute to them, so please do that if you can. Actress Girls have launched a YouTube channel. If you're not familiar with them, this is a great way to get to know them. Yuki Takase is our current champion. She's really, really good. Plus, they have the best sake in Joshi wrestling. So check out the Actress Girls YouTube channel. Pure J has been uploading some older shows. They're really fun. Their talent is when the shows premiere, their talent comes into the chat room and chats with fans, and it's a good time. They have Hanako Nakamori, who's one of their top stars. They also have a real promising young wrestler named Akari, who's from Chile. We're going to try to get her on the show pretty soon, so check her out. But give Pure J a shot as well. Tokyo Joshi Pro, they've not really put on a live show in about a month, but they're still putting content out there. They're doing watch-alongs along with Zoom chats. I have no idea how Mr. Haku is live tweeting these things. He's performing miracles. Those Zoom chats sometimes have 4 or 5 women in there, and he's somehow trying to keep it all straight and live tweeting them out in English, which I sincerely appreciate. Ice Ribbon might be the class of all the promotions right now as far as putting new in-ring action on YouTube. They're running dojo shows with no fans, and they have Yappy and sometimes Tekla doing English commentary while Tequila Saya is doing the Japanese commentary. The English commentary is so helpful right now because they're putting tournaments on, they're progressing storylines as well, and it's very helpful to have Yappy and Tekla to help us along with that. I would make a point to subscribe to their YouTube channel. They have some one of the top stars in all of Joshi wrestling right now, Maya Yukihi, and one of the best top youngsters in 17-year-old Suzu Suzuki. Follow Suzu. She's going to be a star. Trust me. I promise you. You're going to want to say, I watched her win. And it's all right there live on YouTube right now for free to see Suzu turn into the best Joshi wrestler in the world. I don't really need to talk about the historical stuff that's on YouTube right now. We can all get lost for hours and hours and hours and hours in that YouTube rabbit hole of Joshi wrestling. I'm constantly finding like Bull Nakano stuff to look at, as you guys probably know. But it's amazing. Type a name in, go have at it. I know funds are tight right now, so this is a really good way to get some Joshi entertainment at no cost. But if you do have some money to help support your favorite wrestlers or promotion, they have super chats. You know, while Gatoh Move is doing their live shows, while the other ones are doing their live chats or what have you, there's something called super chat where you can donate money to them, or not donate money, to give money to them, thanking them for their content they're providing you. So it's not a donation; they're earning it for putting the content out and making the effort. And also, a lot of the companies are doing live autograph signings as well of portraits, and you can go through their websites to do that, and or you can go through Yappy on her Twitter to get the Ice Ribbon portrait signed. She's really, really helpful with that.
Hey guys, it's Camille. You're listening Joshi Pod.
Hey guys, before I get to that big main event interview, I want to thank you guys again for downloading this episode of the Joshi Pod. If you'd like to follow the show on Twitter, you can at the Joshi Pod. On that note, guys, enjoy this chat with Mitsuru where we talk wrestling and beer. Arigatou gozaimasu. we're back at Ichigaya Chocolate Square, and very excited to have on the show this week Mitsuru Konno. I'm the worst at pronouncing her last name. Was that right or was that wrong?
It's okay.
okay?
It's pronounced like Konno
Konno. Mitsu Konno.
Okay.
Good.
何か彼は何か日本の名前言うのはすごい難しくて、でもいつも恥ずかしいって言うんですけど、ごめんね間違っちゃったとか。でも難しいよね、英語の人が日本語の名前言うのは。
難しいよね。
何かコンノミツル。
Konno Mitsuru.
Mitsuru de okay. Mitsuru is okay.
Mitsuru? Okay. Perfect. And also we have Akki here, my translator extraordinaire.
Yes, here I am.
He's my saving grace here because we wouldn't have a whole lot to say if he wasn't here.
Nothing to do.
So again, thank you for joining the show and talk about how you got into wrestling.
インタビューさせてくれてありがとう。じゃあ何か、じゃあまずどうやってプロレスの世界に出てたんですかとか話してもらえていいですか？
プロレスを始めたきっかけ。
はい。
私は今まで全然プロレスを見たことがなくって、初めて見たのがガトームーブの後楽園大会で、その時にやろうと思ってやったの。
So she haven't seen any wrestling, to all the surprise, most of all. But the first time she ever saw wrestling was Gatoh Move's Korakuen Hall show. And she saw it and thought, well, let's do that. And, she's here now.
Was there one person she saw on the show that kind of captured her imagination or something like that?
何かこの大会に誰か見てて、この人こうやってたからすごいインプレッションが来てて、プロレスがやりたいと思った人がいてた。
さくらさんがトップロープからのファイヤーバードニャンニャンプレスってさくらさんは言うんだけど、をやってて、例えばリホさんとか小鳥さんとかがあれを飛んでたら何も思わなかったと思うんだけど、さくらさんのことを全く知らなかったから、見た目で、体のフォルムで、年で、身長で、すごいのを飛んだから、ファってなって、だからさくらさんにインプレッション、をもらった。そう、そんな感じ。
この人と何かやってみようと思った。So, it was Sakura-san, Sakura-emi-san. Sakura-san does 450 from the top rope. And even now, she pulls that out every now and then. So she did that in Korakuen Hall. So in her mind, if Ryo or Kotori-chan, who was wrestling for Gatoh Move at that point, if they would have done it, it wouldn't have been that much special because with the other movements and the other things they would do. But Sakura-san, with that body, that shape, that age, with that height, she did that, which just blew her away. Like she did that, that made a very, very strong impression, and that got her interested, and that made the impression for her to step forward into the world of wrestling.
Did your family think you were crazy for becoming a wrestler?
何か家族はクレイジーとは何というか、これやるのをどう思ったのって。
家族がみつるがプロレスをしてるって知ったのがつい最近で、ずっと黙ってたの。けど特に反対もされてないからOK なんだと思う。
So her family found out that she does wrestling very recently.
Oh.
Yeah, she kept it secret for like the whole time. So she told her like after 3 years. After 3 years of wrestling, she told them, but they didn't really go against it too much, so she thinks they're okay with it. So she didn't really oppose it very strongly. So
have they watched her wrestle before?
みつちゃんの試合見たことある？
母は1回だけ見たことある。父はない。
So her mom has seen her wrestle once, but the dad haven't yet.
Do they, when they watch it, do they worry about their baby girl getting beat up?
何か母さんが見たとき、何か私の息子が誰かボロボロしてるって思った。
でも試合終わった後に一緒にお酒を飲みに行ったらすごい笑ってた。私も試合したいって言ってた。ちょっとかっこいいね。クレイジーなお母さんだ
な。So after as you would expect from Mitsuru and her mom, after she came to saw her wrestle, they went out to drink. In Shibuya, they went out drinking. So while they were drinking out after the show, her mom laughed a lot, and she actually said like, I want to wrestle as well.
Be a good tag team.
Yeah, she said like, I have kind of a bit of a crazy mom. So that could be.
So what was you saw the matches. So what was training like for you? Was it difficult? Was it easy? How did you handle the whole training to become a wrestler?
何かプロレスの世界に出てを決めた後で練習はどうだったんですか？厳しかったとか、これが難しかったとか、プロレスの初めての練習どんな感じだったの？
デビューしたすぐの時のこと？
プロレスが始めた時。今日初めて練習に来ました。とかそれからデビューまで。
プロレスの初めて練習に来た時に覚えてるのは2人組ジャンプってわかる？あれの時にさくらさんと2人で練習で一飛び目でさくらさんの足を踏んだの。でごめんなさい踏んでごめんなさいって言ったのがすごい覚えてるんだけど、私その当時は OL をやってて仕事を持ってたから、その練習に毎回参加できるわけじゃなくって、練習に参加できても1時間だけとか2時間だけとかすごい限られてて、週に1回来れればいいかなぐらいの感じだったから、練習がしたくて仕方なかった。もっとしたいなって思ってたんだけど、やっぱ周りの子たちは練習って辛いから苦しいからもう練習したくないのにみつるはいいなって思われててクソって思ってた。
So when she started, the first thing she remembers from her first day as wrestling is that, do you know the tag jumping? Like two people combined together, one jump over each other. Like you jump over and you step aside and make like a table, and the other person jumps over you and then makes a table. It's a common like exercise. While she was doing that, she remembers for the first time she did that, she basically fumbled and kicked Sakura-san's leg, and she apologized non-stoply. That's the thing that she remembers very clearly from that day. Other than that, while she started wrestling, she was working full time at that time, so she couldn't really train a lot. Like if she came to training, she would come for like out of 3 hours she could do 1 hour, or she could do 2 hours, or like if she could make it once a week, she like it's okay, that kind of that she was doing at that time. So she really wanted to train more because there was such a lack and the reasons for it to be lacking, for her to able to train more, and she really wanted to train more. But the other who are other trainees and the other people there were like, the training is tough, and they were doing it like 3-4 times a week. So they thought like, training is so tough, I don't want to do it. Like, Mitsuru, it's you have it so good. So she thought like, shit, I want to do more. Why? So like that, she remembers those things from her training days.
So singing and dancing and putting on a full show is part of Gatoh Move. How natural is it for you to be a singer and a dancer as part, also being a wrestler?
何か歌を歌って驚いて試合するとか全部の大会になりますね、ガトームーブの。何かダンスもするし、何かソングもするし、レスラーも。でこれ全部終わっててガトームーブが大会するので、これはどんなようにできたんですか？一番最初に何か音楽と、レスラーは当然ですけど、音楽と ダンスも私たちこれもやるんだってはどんな何かこれになるのは簡単でしたんですか大変でしたんですか
みつる最初は本当に月に1回2回ぐらいしか試合に出られなかったからダンスも歌も今の新人みたいに出てなくてでそのうちに仕事を辞めてフルで出られるようになって徐々にダンスと歌をやり始めたけどみつるね中学の時ねダンス部だったのダンスクラブだったのから
よくやったいいね
下手だけどね
そんなこと言うなそんなことないでしょ That as you said about her training when she started wrestling she couldn't really wrestle a lot because of the work so she was getting one show or every 1 week or twice a week she got one show then from there she wanted to wrestle more so she quit the job she made it so that she can work she can wrestle full time she can wrestle all the shows and just like now just like the rookies now she wasn't doing dances and songs at that point but then she started doing dances and songs as well slowly becoming full in the fold but Mitsuru was in the dance club while she was in school
Oh, okay.
so no problem she could fit right in there although he says like she's not good that is definitely not true she's just humble that's all yeah
So, as one of the veterans now in Gatoh Move, what's it like seeing the rookies come in and knowing that it wasn't long ago you were one of them, and how do you help the rookies along?
今新人たちを見ててまあ先輩ですよね今もでもそんな長くないですよね自分が新人になってから今先輩になって他の後輩たちの面倒も見てて今これをゆっくりゆっくりやってるのだ何かどんな感じですか何か先人たちを見ててもう最近自分も新人だってそんなようになってたんですけど今先輩になってこの相談を見てるし新人たちのいろいろと助かってるんですよねこれを教えてるもあるしこれを全部に見ててどんな感じですか新人を見てて新人今やってることが見てて今新人頑張ってるんですよね何かすごい練習もしてて試合ももっと上手くなるとか運動今からダンスと歌とも多分始まるしこれを見てて自分の思い出すのはどう思ってますか新人だった時、自分が新人だってこれ思い出すとか今の新人を見ててどんな感じとか
みつるの時は同じタイミングで入った人が3人みつるを含めて3人みつるとあさと鬼塚さん、まあ、名前は出さなくていいんだけど3人しかいなくってで今はみつるしか残ってないから今の新人は6人いてすごく羨ましいなっていうのとやっぱこう、ライバル関係も作れるし仲いい子も作れるしなんか協力ができるから羨ましいなって思うけどでも逆に6人いるから今誰もこうピュッて飛び抜けてる子がいなくってあの子に勝ちたいとかあの子には負けたくないみたいな気持ちが6人全員持ってないからそれは悔しいなと思うなんか今みんな仲が良くて友達みたいに進んでるけど私がって前に出てもいいのにって思うでも伝えてもそれは分からないみたいだから、悔しいね。
じゃあミスちゃんが一人だったからこの感じが先輩しかいなかったからこの感じがすごかったしみんなすごいでくるから私この人と前に出たい。
みつるは3人の時はすごくできること人気があるアイドルだったから他にお客さんを持ってることただの人だったのみつるがからみつるがどう頑張っても一番下だったんだけどからクソッと思ってって前に出ようとしてた気持ちが今のみつるを作ってると思うからそれがわからないというか持ってないのはもったいないなんて言うんだろうなんか惜しいなと思う。
So when if she thinks about the newcomers and her own newcomers days, when she entered Gatoh Move, there were only 3 trainees, and out of those 3, she's the only one that is still doing it. So kind of makes her feel good, may feel proud and all that. But now they have 6. So because there are 6 of them, because the 6 rookies, they can build rivalries. They can, support each other. They can, if I have a trouble, I have somebody of my own generation and time which I can be frank with, to listen to me, which she thinks she's envious of, in a way. But because there is 6 of them, it's hard to have that someone who's like so ahead that you have the frustration and the competition feeling of that I don't want to lose to that person. Because there are 6 of them. Because everybody is on like good terms with each other, and there's not someone who's just like running for it. She feels like that thing is lacking there. They could have more of that fire, that like which she thinks is it would benefit them if they had that. Then I asked like, okay, so you would have that because you were the only one left, and or everyone was a senpai, so everyone was almost already ahead of you, so you had that competition to be at that level and go be above and beyond them, so you have that fire. So he goes like, but when she started, all the 3, there was one was an idol, and the other one was very popular and very good at athletics and all, and she was the 3rd one. So no matter how you look at it, she was at the bottom, and the feeling to not lose on that is what made what we have Mitsuru as a person today. It is a big part of what made her. So she thinks it would, in her experience, if she thinks about the newcomers, that would also could bring out more of the colors that the newcomers have.
So what's the hardest part about being a wrestler, like in your life? What's the most difficult thing about being a wrestler?
何かみつるちゃんの自分の生活とか考え方とか今やってることの中にプロレスラーになってプロレスをやってるから一番大変なことは何と思いますか？
Not in the ring, just in life.
何か試合のことじゃなくて何か生活、プロレスラーとして生活するのは何かこれ難しいな、これ私レスラーだからこれ大変だなとかなかったら一番いいんじゃないんですか？本当だよね。
ないかも。楽しい今すごく。
すごい何か
ないかな。やっぱそのレスラーだからスポーツジムに行かなきゃいけないし、レスラーだから家でもトレーニングしなきゃいけないし、レスラーだから綺麗にしなきゃいけない、ポートレートを売るためとか、チェキ取るためとか、だからあとご飯に気をつけてちょっとシェイプしたりとかしなきゃいけないとかあるけど、でも全部楽しいから大変じゃない。
So she was thinking like what's hard, and she says like she doesn't think there's like as a wrestler, as a life as a wrestler, she doesn't think there's anything that's hard. It's very fun. It's a lot of fun. So there's definitely things that you have to do. You have to train a lot. You have to go to the gym. You have to train there. You have to be careful and train at home as well. Most of the time you do training as a wrestler. That's like side of it. You have to be careful of what you eat. So you have to look good. You have to, you're a performer. You're selling merchandise. You're talking to the fans. You have to be at your best. Like you have to be in a good shape. Like all those things are there, but like they are fun. They are, to do them. It's fun to do them. It's difficult, but it's fun. So as a wrestler to have, she doesn't think there's anything that like makes life hard. It's just everything is super fun as a life, being a wrestler.
So you guys are almost like after the matches, you do the merchandise and stuff. Do they coach you guys or teach you guys about how to deal with fans before you actually meet with the fans and stuff when you're training? You know, it's almost like public relations.
Yeah.
You know, so is there a training? Because some people are more naturally like open than other people are. How do they teach the women that, or how does it just come naturally, or what happens in that process? It's a weird question, I know.
I know.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Okay.
But okay, it should be okay. まあレスラーとして何かグッズ売るとかお客さんと話すとか後でお客さんがグッズ買うに来るからこの時に話すとかチェック取るとかいろいろすごいなんというか人との関係もすごいあるんですよねレスラーとして。じゃあこれはプロレスラーとしてトレーニングあるんですけどこれのトレーニングもありますか？何かこれやった方がいいかとかそんなようにやればいいかとか誰か相談ともらうとかそれは何か普通に上手い人とか上手くない人がなるとか自分で考えなきゃとかどんな風にこれをなっていきますか？でレスラーとして何かまあもちろんみつちゃんが自分の言えば一番いい。
It's a weird question, I know.
どういう風に練習したかってこと？
何かどういうふうにこれをうまくできるようになってたってこと。やっていけることですよね本当に。
でもみつるは全然その大変じゃなくそれも大変じゃなくて、最初から得意って言うと言い方が変だけど、最初から好きだった。なんか多分お酒が好きだからお酒飲んでみんなで喋るって楽しいじゃん。
楽しい。
なんかそんな気持ちだった。試合して気持ちが上がって、みんなと喋るから、お酒飲んで喋ってる感じだったから好きだし得意だったんだと思う。
So she doesn't think like as a part of it from her own part that's all that she like she's speaking from she said like it wasn't hard for her like it's weird to say that she was good at it like from the beginning but you could say that she everybody knows that she loves beer she really does loves beer by the way like she really so it felt like that to her so if you drinking is fun because there's people around that you drink and have like talk and have fun with. So to her it felt like that. So like you do a match, then like your tension is high, everything is high, and you're pumped up. And after the match, right away, while you're pumped up, you talk to people, which is very similar to what happens when you drink and talk to people. So it felt almost like that. So from the beginnings, she didn't have any trouble with it. She just felt like that. It's like I just had a match. Like how are you? Like she just went in the flow and it was very natural for her to do that.
That's a wonderful answer.
Yeah.
So how do you stay so thin if you like beer so much?
何かビールがそんな好きのでどうやってそんなまだシェイプが持ってますか？ビールは大変でしょ？なんだカロリーが多くてどうやってこれができると
でもビール飲むためにトレーニングしてるから違うの。トレーニングしてビールを飲むんじゃなくてビールがあってトレーニングをするの。
So like
すべてはビールのため。
she's saying like that is hard, that is very hard. She's one of her struggles. She says like but she's training very hard because she wants to drink. It's not that she trains so she trains a lot so she could have like beer. No. She's training so hard to have a lot of drinks.
Out training her calories.
Yes. Yes. She says everything is for beer. Everything. Everything is just so she could have beer.
What's your favorite beer?
一番好きなビールは
アサヒスーパードライ。
アサヒスーパードライ。That is like no competition. Me too. Do you know?
Yeah.
Yes. It's silver with like a red saying super dry. My favorite too. Best beer in the world. Like no questions. It feels like okay. This is just me jumping in just because I love that beer.
That's fine. Yeah, go ahead.
But it says お疲れ様 too. 本当にこのビールは疲れた時に飲むと何かビールは私にお疲れ様って言ってる感じですよね。言ってるだね。Yeah, that beer. Going.
It's beer talk, guys. Here we go.
So like, that beer talks to you. Like that's what she's saying. It comes like if you're tired and you drink Asahi Super Dry, it almost says thank you for your good work to you. Like it goes like I know you worked hard. Have something. Like it's no joking. Like that's how I feel when I drink that after a match.
Has she tried American beer?
何かアメリカのビール飲んだことありますか？
バドワイザー、
はい
なんだろう、緑のグリーンカラーラベル、
Tiny Label Budweiser or
just any Budweiser, any American beer.
何かどんなビールでも大丈夫。アメリカのビールとか知ってますか？
名前を聞けばわかるかも。名前
So she says like if you say the name, she still know.
Budweiser.
Yeah, I like very much.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can you find Budweiser in Japan?
Oh yeah, you can. You can.
okay.
Budweiser よく売ってますよねこれ。
売ってる。お店は少ないけど確かに売ってる。
There's like it's not everywhere, but they're selling it. They're selling everywhere. Yeah. She really loves it too.
I love that this turned into beer talk. This is amazing.
Me too. Me too. Of course, if he talks to Mitsuru and he doesn't go to beer, it wasn't a fun conversation.
She has the best smile too. I love her smile.
Yeah, the most. 何か一番綺麗な笑顔を持ってます。ビール。she's saying it's only when she drinks.
So I've asked all the other women so far about the sisterhood of being with Gatoh Move. Kind of explain how, from your perspective what it's like to be part of the team, to be part of a group of women together here at Gatoh Move.
この質問はこの2つ質問なんですけどみんなと聞いてます。何か外から見るとガトームーブはすごい何かギュッてやってるグループ、何か本当に家族のようにアットホームとの感じ、これように見えるから、これ何か女性がすごいこんな集まってすごい仲いいですっごい楽しみで一生懸命頑張ってるって気持ちが見えるから、これ中からどんな気分ですか？何か外から見るとそんな感じが見えます。これ中にこのタニシャとかこの家族のようなグループにあって、これはどうですか？どんな感じですか？
ね、見てる通りだと思う。女の子がいっぱい集まるとやっぱ喧嘩とか嫌な感じとかって絶対あるはずなんだけど、ガトームーブは本当にそれがなくって、なんだろう、友達じゃなくて本当に家族みたいな、日常的に毎日好き好きとか愛してるよみたいなことを絶対に言わないけど、でもなんか気持ちのどこかでつながってるみたいな感じがあって、不思議だよね。女の子がこんなに集まってるのに。なんで争い、多分さくらさんの性格がガトームーブをそうさせてるんだと思うんだけど、本当にすごいと思う。こんな団体他にないと思う。なんか多分ここで過ごした時間をみつるは死ぬ間際に思い出すんだろうなと思う。ね。多分やめたとしても。
So she says like it is exactly like what it looks like. When you see Gatoh Move, what you think, it's actually how it's like. It's wonderful. Like if you gather a lot of girls together, there's going to be like it's very natural to have fights and to have like hard feelings and a bit of drama, if you could say. But there's nothing like that in Gatoh Move. Like there's nothing. It's like it really does to her feels like a family. Like it's not like every day like people are on like everyday life is very at how do you say that, happiness, you could say. So like it's not like every day people are saying, oh, I really love you and I really support. It's not like you're just saying it all the time. That's definitely not the case. But somewhere, somehow, you like the feelings, you connect with people. And you feel it, that I am connected. It's really, I think the mysterious is the only word you could use. It's hard to explain how it came about and why it is like this. It just is. She thinks it could be that Sakura-san's personality and what she puts out kind of like creates this atmosphere, this bubble that just perfect inside. It could be that, but it really is like mysterious. She thinks like she would never forget the time that she has here. She would like till the day she dies, all the time that she has spent here. Even if she end up stopping at some point wrestling, she thinks she will never forget the time she has here.
Last question. So, Gatoh Move has become pretty popular internationally. People around the world are coming here, are watching on YouTube. How does it make you feel that you're kind of like an international star now versus just being a local star in Japan? And why do you think Gatoh Move appeals to such an international audience?
今ガトムーブは何か世界中で何かどんどん有名くなってる。何か本当に今、まあ、最近20何かこれ私言ってるんですけど、何かシナのところですっごい外国人来たんですよね。だから本当に今ミツルちゃんは日本だけのレーザースターじゃなくて世界中に本当にスターになってるそう。世界中がミツルちゃんを知ってるみたいな感じになってるそうだから、これはどんな感じだかなと、どうしてそれぐらいの世界中の人はガトムーブを見ててこの何かふわふわの感じ、そんな何か楽しさ、この嬉しさな感じ、これを見ててどうして何かすごいガトムーブを見ててその特別な気持ち来るかなって思う。この感じがどうしてだと思う。そんな世界で有名になってこれみんなが見たいガトムーブを。
ガトームーブがどうしてみんなが注目してくれるか。
注目とか好きななるとか何か持ってる、これを見ててこうなってるなって思う。
みつるが思うのはその試合を見てるとその人が何を考えてるかが分かる試合をガトームーブがするから。分かる、なんかその例えばさくらさんはもうものすごくあれなんだけど、そのさくらさんは今何を思ってこの人を叩いたのかなとか、今何を思って睨んでるのかなとかが多分そのプミの実況の声がなくても見てわかるからだと思う。なんかその他の試合のことは言わない方がいいよね。
いやいやでも本当そうだよね。
なんか
これはもう誰も言ったことないんですけどみんな感じますよねこれ。これを伝えるためにプロレスやってるって気持ちですよね。例えばりんりんちゃんみたいなちっちゃい子にさくらさんがえいってやられてそれに対してすごくムキになってキッってなったりとかって、本当なら普通の人なら恥ずかしいじゃない。ちっちゃい子にバカにされてクソってなるのって。でもガトームーブはそういう内側にある気持ちをみんなに見せてるから、あ、分かる分かる、自分もそういう気持ちになるっていう風にお互い共感、同じ気持ちっていうのが分かるから面白いんだと思う。なんか漫画みたいなんだろうね。 漫画みたいなね本当に
分かる分かる分かるっていうのがいっぱいあるんだと思う。
This might be the most awesome ones that I've ever heard about Gatoh Move. Okay,
Yours is pretty good.
But like, why does Gatoh Move get so much? Like the people who watch it get like almost hooked on it. That feeling you get, that the kind of happiness you can get from them to you, like the convey of that emotion. Mitsujan thinks it's because Gatoh Move does the kind of pro wrestling where you can tell and you can see what the wrestler is thinking while he's wrestling. Like they're trying to convey the kind of it's a match that conveys the emotion of a wrestler while and why he's wrestling. So you could say in, for instance, like Sakura-san is basically the one who created it, so makes sense. But if Sakura-san is hitting someone, let's just say she smacked someone, or she does something, or she does a move or something, you can very most likely tell what she is thinking when she did that. It's very expressive. You can feel it. So that is, she thinks, like one of the things that just puts them, like you feel it so much instead of just seeing it. That is good, like one of the reasons. Like I also think like Gatoh Move does the kind of style of wrestling, the kind of wrestling that is purposefully exposing yourself to everyone, like just putting those, what you think, what you have, and you're promoted to do that, I think, as well. Don't like people really, how do you say that, it's not something that you said to, but it's something that you kind of, if you wrestle in Gatoh Move and the kind of wrestling they do, you just turn into it. But for example, if let's just say Rinrin and Sakura-san is fighting, Rinrin is a small child, and if a small child, let's just say, like hits you or insults you, you would go like that's humiliating, like that's embarrassing, right? If as an adult in real life, if that happened to you, you'd be embarrassing, right? But if Sakura-san goes like she does that, you know how that feels like.
Yeah.
Like you go, I know, like I know that feeling. Even though that she's little child, that situation is very rare. It wouldn't happen, but you know how that would feel like and how you would react. And if the wrestler, and if just Sakura-san reacts that way, you go, I know.
I can relate
like
to that.
You can relate to that.
Yeah.
It feels like, oh, I know how that is. So it makes you feel more. I think that's why she thinks is Gatoh Move that is something that Gatoh Move brings out, that makes people connecting so easy and make them feel so much.
Good. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate you joining the show, and I wish you the best of luck.
インタビューさせてくれて本当にありがとう。今からもなんというかうまくいくように何か応援してます。ミスルを。
ありがとう。
Thank you.
インタビューをしてくれてありがとうございます。私もグッドラック for you.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
That is a new translation.